Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. This is so impromptu. Hi, Mighty Strong. How are you doing? How are you today? Thank you so much. I just saw what you said. You said you ran right over. Thank you very much. I didn't expect anybody really to show up. I sent a invite to Lestat and also to Nadia real quick, and that was pretty much it. I've been It's been kind of an interesting day for us, hasn't it? Days, yes. So I'm just tired of feeling bummy before I take my makeup off and stuff like that for the day. I said, let me come on here and do a little live and do a tag that Kia from Yummy 411, she started it. Oh, thank you. I just saw that you said the thumbnail is cute. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's such an old picture. That is like I want to say that was right before Chris got diagnosed. So that was 22. Everything is like, you notice my time is literally around when Chris was here and when he wasn't. That is so weird how I think. But he was 14. He hadn't turned 15 years. So that was 2013, 2012, 2013. I think I took that picture. Yeah. So that's on this old computer. And so when I created the broadcast, I went ahead and put it there. So looks like it's just you and me tonight, girl. Just you and me. So this tag actually was created by Yummy 411. Oh, let me do my introduction. I always forget that. So I am Pam. If this is the first time or you're watching it in the replay, I am Pam, and this is the Pam Fam. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for clicking on the button and walking right in. I really appreciate you for doing so. Today I'm doing a tag. I'm doing it live as opposed to taping a video. This tag is fragrances that I made dents in. And I think over the past year, I've made some significant dents. I bought a lot of perfume, but I made significant dents in a lot of perfume too. So if you like fragrances, and you like makeup and stuff like that, this is the channel for you, because we do a variety of things over here, the content anyways, that surrounds that type of stuff. Okay, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned, right? So, oh, there you are, JC. Hi, JC. Hello, good evening. Good evening to you. Good evening, Nadia. Hey. So guys, this is a tag created by Yummy 411. She did a video, I want to say it was either Tuesday night, either Monday or Tuesday night. I saw it, and it is a tag, and I was tagged in it, and it is about it's about fragrances in my collection that I made dents in. And actually, I'm really proud that I actually had more, but I only picked up these because I didn't want them to do. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. This is my work makeup. I don't have nothing on my face except my foundation and bronzer. So my Bobbi Brown bronzer, my foundation that I'm trying to use at the YSL, my green eyeliner, and then one of the Pat McGrath's palette. I just slapped one color on my eye this morning, and that's it. Yes. Hello, beautiful. Hi. Hi, Marissa. Oh, thank you guys for joining. Yeah, guys, with everything going on, I was like, I got to do something. I got to do something that's going to make me laugh and smile and have a good time, because I didn't sleep last night. As a matter of fact, I haven't slept well in a few days. Well, it's been a while, actually, in all honesty. But last night, I didn't really sleep at all. And yeah, it's just crazy. Oh, thank you. That is literally just sweat. Hi, Jen. Oh my gosh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. It matched my blanket. For sure, it matched my blanket. Yes. Hi, Jen. Hi. How are you? Eye locking. Oh, my hair? No, this is actually just the little what do you call these things? The little finger twists. You know, like when your hair is wet, you just, that's all this is, and I leave it in. I tried the first time I did it this small, I was on a live and I did it and I left my hair like that for the whole week. and I liked it. And so this time I tried it again. And so to protect it, I will wear like wigs and stuff like that. But I like colorful wigs, so I can't wear those to work. So yeah, but no, it's not locking. All I have to do is wet it and put some the Aunt Jackie's. It's like a detangler. It's sort of like a marmalade color, like an orange peachy color, and that the curls just come. You know, it untangles. Hi, Jay. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, when the first night I did this is going on week 2, and my mother was on here. She came on when I was doing a live, and she's like, "Oh, your hair looks so pretty." I was like, "Doesn't it? It doesn't matter how old you are. When your mother says you look pretty or cute, it feels good." Oh gosh. Yes, I use a specific. I have 2 brands I use: Vitafusion, and the other brand is Ollie, and that helps me sleep. But if it goes past a certain time, I cannot take it because then I won't wake up for work. So I didn't sleep until like the whole week last week and stuff. I've been struggling with my sleep. That's why you guys see me like answering on your comments and stuff like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because I ain't sleeping, right? And if I take it too late, then I will have problems. And then my husband told me the other night, he said I was like, I wasn't like fighting on a thing in my sleep, but like he woke up because I was sweating and I didn't even wake up. He said I was sweating profusely in my sleep. And then I've just been tired and stuff. And I think it's my mind. So I have what you call, I'm taking ownership of it. It's called the spirit of discernment. And so I want to say when I went down to Colleen to vote 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years, 2 years ago, 2018. Yeah. I had some sort of feeling. I almost envisioned what happened yesterday, except in my mind it happened worse. So it was kind of like where you see something happening and you knew when you saw it happening. So it was kind of crazy. I was sitting there going, it was like deja vu. Not that I physically saw that before, but you know, yeah. And guys, remember, I grew up in, I don't know if you all know who Jim Jones is. I grew up in that kind of time frame. That happened in Guyana, which isn't too far from Trinidad. I was a young girl when that happened. So it's like a lot of traumatizing, like memory stuff was happening yesterday. It's not just me. A lot of people were like that because you could just read comments and listen to people and it's all the same thing. It was just crazy, So I wanted to do this because I wanted to be like, oh, I need a perk. I need a little perk. And the coffee wasn't doing it. Hi, Winter Michelle. Hi, Erica. Let's see. Soprano Dot. Hi. Hello. How are you? Hi, Yummy. Yes, I am doing my tag via live because I need to laugh and joke around. Cupcake collection. It's coming. It's coming very soon. The next live, the next live we had done was supposed to be my cupcake. So I think I'm going to do that this weekend. I want to set it up and do it this weekend. Yeah. Okay. Yummy's just saying hi. Deja vu. Yes. So, not everybody have that. So my grandmother, my mom, myself, my aunts, and then there are people that I've worked with who have it, but there are things that happen that I see it before it happens, whether it's something falling off a table. It's just a gift. It's not a curse, it's a gift. So I saw certain things, and yesterday it wasn't just identical, but it was very similar too, and it was a little scary. I know everybody was scared, and then I got family living in Baltimore, and I remember folks talking about how it got so busy and stuff like that. So it's just like a whole bunch of like combination. I was watching what's her name, Nappy Headed Ho Bella last night. And when I get nervous, guys, I'll start stuttering. So just so that y'all know, right? Because y'all know I wear the uniform, so I can't talk too much about anything. So I'm just saying, I just kind of was like sitting in my office going, wow. Wow, to the millionth degree. Okay. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So let's see here. Discernment. Yes. I do have that. Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you. And to you as well. And to you as well. So I have, I don't know, Yummy, I didn't know how much you were supposed to do because I didn't pay attention. I just started like, I didn't hear you say a number. But we'll go on, and I'm gonna stay on. Let's see, it's now 9:40, so I'm not gonna go past 10:40, 1 hour. So I'm gonna be on time. And besides, most of these, a lot of us talked about already, so we have these in our collection already. So the first one, guys, tonight we're talking. I'm doing the tag started by Yummy, who is Kia, and the tag is about fragrances in our collection that we made a dent in. And I started like collecting, seriously collecting. Okay. I used to have like 10, 15 bottles of perfume, but ain't nothing like, now I'm like, you know. But so the first one I have is L'Imperatrice by Dolce and Gabbana. And this is a nice, sweet summer fragrance to me. It's watermelony, it's light hearted, but also I mentioned sweet. It also has like a slight on my skin, it has like a slight almond-y, which I like an almond-y note, like a oh my gosh. Almost it's not synthetic like plastic, but I get like a slight nut, like a nougat. Y'all know what that is, the N-O-U-G. You know that it's like in the Caribbean, it's a candy that is hard on the outside and it's got an almond on the inside. Okay, so it ain't natural, but yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Nadia. Thank you. Me too. I needed something to perk me up. Oh, okay, you work from home. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Nika. Where'd she go? Okay, there she is. Hi, Nika. Oh, you telling hi to everybody. Hold on. I know you said hi to me. There she goes. Good night. Good night. Good night. Yes, yes, yes. Woo, Lord, y'all. It's been a doozy. And Nika's retired military. Her and her family too. So she understands. Guys, let me pull up Fragrantica. I hate going back and forth between Fragrantica, but I figured, we're not aficionados. We're not bougie like Amina is. Amina in here yet? Oh gosh, actually really nice. This one is a little older. I think I bought this, we got here 2017. So I want to say I bought this in 2018. And it still smells, I think that I won't say it's going bad. It just kind of, I don't know. This year I bought so much in the summer. I didn't give her much love, but look at that. I'm almost halfway through. Yeah. I'm almost halfway through this bottle, right? And I remember Sheree Lewis bought hers last year, and she was asking, she did like a poll or something like that on her video and was like, hey guys, what do y'all think? And she had like a list of like 5. And some people listed this as a cheap smelling. Some people said it smells synthetic to them. Some people said it went sour on the skin because it's a little watermelony. And some people said it's a horrible fragrance or whatever. I don't think so. I think this apothecary type looking, I think this looks very unique, very Le Labo-like or Le Labo-esque, right? I actually really like this design. I think that this, Chanel, right? Well, it don't smell like Chanel, but you know what I mean. And so if I had all the different numbers, this is the only number that I smelled. If I had all the different numbers, I think I would line them up because I think I'm a completionist to some extent. I think I am. I don't like labeling myself once again, but I might be, because I like to buy the same brand, So let's see here. L'Imperatrice. There we go. So this apparently is I think it's limited edition, but I got mine. Where did I buy this? TJ Maxx. My favorite store. There was a limited edition. Natalie Larson is the person who made these fragrances, but there's a limited edition one that supposedly came out this year, and I haven't seen it yet. So my eyes will be out for that one. Yeah, but I get watermelon with this, and I really like it. When I'm spraying it, guys, I do this. Yeah, I douse myself in this. I could actually, if it had like a soap or a liquid soap or something like that, I'd be fine with it. Use the soap first and layer it up afterwards. Yeah, that's what I would do. So let me see if I missed anyone. Okay, we got Nika. We got Mighty Strong. Let's see. Can't find Morris Bars anyone or this. Mars, they still sell that? I don't know. I haven't seen one in a while either. Hi, D'Angelo. Hi. Oh, I was telling who was it I was telling just now? Jet? I was telling her so the first not the first time I twisted it, but the first time I was doing a live and I was talking to everybody and doing my hair at the same time, right? That Saturday or whatever, because I had a live that night. And then my mother came on this time, not this weekend, but the weekend before when I was doing my live. And my mom said she liked the hair. And I said, like, it don't matter how old you are when your mom says, oh, that's cute or something, just to feel it, your mom says something nice. But I actually like it. And so what I've been doing is in trying to keep it, I don't mess with it. I just spray it with some water. And of course, I'm wearing the wigs. I can't wear the colorful wigs to work. So at work, this is what how you say, tie it down at night. In the morning, I spray water and then I take a little bit of oil in my hand and I smooth around the ends and that's it. So, I mean, your hair, I saw your hair in your picture that you posted from, was it last year you had cut your hair and your hair grew like that, or the year before? You look really cute with short hair. But what I like about these little finger coils, that's what they call. What I like about them is that, I mean, your hair, it's a good length, right? It's a good length, right? But it shrinks down and you could shape it, That's what I like about it. And my hair is thin, My hair is real thin. So let's see. What did Mighty say? Oh, that was the candy. She was talking about the Morris bars. Watermelon, kiwi, and musk. Yes, yes. I've heard it's on both sides. I spray a lot of it as well. Yeah, it's on both sides. Yes, yes. You look really cute. You look really cute with that hairstyle. Really cute. So a lot of people last year, it's kind of weird how things go, right? Some people hate some things or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, that's cheap smelling. Buy this instead of whatever." I actually enjoy this. It doesn't turn on my skin or anything, and I could spray it. One of the things I like about perfumes, I can know when I really like a perfume is when I spray it. If I spray it later in the day, like if I sprayed it this morning and I have it in my purse and I spray it later, it doesn't smell like I put sweet on funk. Does that make sense? And so that's what I like about good perfumes. That's why I like this. And then the next one, another Dolce and Gabbana. This one is, I call them the bow ties because they always have a little bow tie right here. And this one is Dolce and Gabbana Garden. And this is sweet. It's coconutty. It has like a beach vibe. It's great for the summer. If you want to go on vacation and you could only take one fragrance and you don't want to seem extremely bougie, although I think it smells extremely bougie to me because, it's cheap now, but it wasn't cheap back in the day. And it still smells really good and it's still full price in the store, but you can get this on Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, Perfume Online, Perfume. Yeah, I think that's on Fragrance X maybe. But you can get it at TJ Maxx, right? It all depends. Around Christmas is when I normally see them come out around, I would say the summer to Christmas. But I didn't see any of this year, which is odd. Year before last in 2019, this and the other one, I don't have it here because I didn't put a dent in it, the regular Garden. Every TJ Maxx had it. This year, I did not see these in the store at TJ Maxx. And this one, I think I paid $39 for it. Either $35 or $39, something like that. Let's see here. Oh, yes, please. Thumbs up the video. Porter, please. Okay, let's see here. The next one that I have, guys, look at this. Now, I did make some samples of this, right? But the samples that I made were not a lot. And so I did put a dent in this. And I only opened this maybe a month ago. I opened it and I sent some samples to some friends of mine. And I tell you what, the sample is the itty bitty one, the 3 milliliter ones. So I use this a lot. And this smells good. I want to say, out of all of the Mon Guerlains that I have, I think the Mon Guerlain Floral is my favorite. The Mon Guerlain Eau de Toilette I like as well. The Mon Guerlain, the regular Mon Guerlain, I also like. And then I saw the Intense, but I don't want to pay that for it. So, yep. This is Mon Guerlain Floral. This is a little bit of musky. It's got lavender in it, of course. It is powdery. A lot of people like this. I want to say Unique said this was her favorite as well. Now that I have all three of them open, I have one in the office, and then I have the Eau de Toilette and the Floral here at the house. And so look at this. I did in 1 month, guys. 1 month. I did good damage right there. And I feel proud of this because normally I'm nursing I don't know why I do that. I nurse stuff. I don't like to waste. First thing I do when I come home is hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Let's see here. Yes, it is a sexy fragrance. It is a sexy fragrance, but Florella's Glow I Like is still rocking my sample. Yes. You know what? I'll send you some more. I'm going to send you some more because I think you like it. I think you are, well, I know you like it. This is a good fragrance. Work, going out shopping. Not that, I mean, we're not really going out, right? But I mean, like, it's so easy to wear. And even if you're wearing jeans and a t-shirt or sweats like I'm wearing, or you're dressing up, these fragrances, you could use, you could use it in any capacity. That's what I like about these right here. And this is Mon Guerlain by the floral version. And this one is rose gold here. So the next one that I use the Jesus out of, and this is all I have left. And this is a big bottle of Kenzo. You see how big that bottle is? This is a big bottle of Kenzo flower. And I did a video, and when I was doing the video, the cap flew off. And I can't find it. I think it went under the Christmas tree. My Christmas tree's still up. I don't think my Christmas tree coming down this year. I need to see that joy. The lights haven't been off since Christmas. They don't even take the lights off. They leave all the lights on. I told Joseph, I said, you know what? I want all new Christmas decorations next year in the new house. Or the new wherever we're at. But this is so pretty, guys. This is so, so pretty. Yep, that's a nice. Yes, this is a dent. Now, this is a dent. I bought this 2018, fall of 2018. No, the spring of 2019. Yes, spring of 2019. Beauty Brands they was taking beauty brands out. So it's either the end of 2018 and the beginning of 2019, but I know Beauty Brands was leaving Lawton. Yeah, everything leaves Lawton. We don't even have a dang Dillard's. They took the Dillard's out of the mall. So the mall just has a JCPenney. That's it. So it's not a mall. It's a map. Oh, gosh. So this right here, I'm almost done with. I was using it for sleep purposes, and that's all I was using it for. I wore it to work a couple of times, but from the most part, I enjoy. Hey, Joanne, I just saw you. Hi, Joanne. Where'd she go? Put your glasses on, Pamela. Put your glasses on. Jeez Louise. I want to get them glasses Lulu has. I love those. I don't know if y'all saw Lulu's new glasses. They are sexy. I saw you do the video and you used the Kenzo flower in the air the other night. Oh gosh. Yes, you too. You have this, Nat? You have this one here? Kenzo bottles empty. I know. This will be in my empties. I think this will be my empties. I finished my Jessica Simpson Fancy Love. Y'all just have no idea how hard that bottle was to finish. I don't know what the deal is. It's like I kept spraying and stuff still kept coming out, you know, so. Yes, I love it. And you know what's funny is when you first buy these, you go in the store and you're like, oh, these smell good. And next thing you know, hey, Joanne. I'm like a cat. Pretty things. I'm talking about one thing and then. But yeah, with the Kenzo, it's kind of like Marissa was saying, you know, you go in the store and you smell these fragrances and then you're like, these are really, really good. And you're wearing them when you first get them and then you find something else. And that's, you know, so playing around where you could see your fragrances. So storing, I haven't watched it yet, but Tara from A Factor Files has a new video out where she's storing her stuff, but she has like a wide space. I have a 6-foot bench, and then I took away closet space on the wall where all my Chanel and stuff is. When I come in the closet, that wall where all of that is, I took away all of that storage space, and I created a space to put my perfumes. So I need a cabinet. Next place I go, I can't put my perfume somewhere else in the house to go. You get dressed in the bedroom, and then you got to come out somewhere else and look. I don't want to do all of that. So. Yeah. So this is the last one. I gave Rose a bottle. I sent Rose a bottle because she didn't have it and I wanted her to smell it. So, yep. Okay, let's see. Oh, hi. Ooh, you look cute. You look cute, cute, girl. I love that picture. Oh, I love that picture. And those earrings. And the bracelet. You know, my address is down in the description bar. I'm just saying. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Y'all just don't, it's so funny. My hair is just the same hair from last week. I've just been tying it down. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And my earrings, these guys are silver from, it's Mexican silver, or is it Italian? One of the two, either Mexican or Italian. That's the only silver I really buy from TJ Maxx. I go to TJ Maxx, and these are from TJ Maxx too, these hoops. I buy most of mine lately, and it's 0.925, which is the good weight, right, for silver. They still, because they're so skinny, they can still bend and whatnot, but these are my favorite hoops. Yep. Just make your Christmas tree a year-round holiday. You can decorate it for it. Yes, I thought about doing that because one of the ladies that work in when I was in HR, she did that last year. She kept their Christmas tree up and she was just decorating it and stuff like that. I left it up when we first moved here. I left it up in 2017, and Christmas of 2017, and then I brought it we brought it in the back here. We just, I think no, we took it down like August, September, and then put it right back up. But I get like that sometimes where I want to pick it up and put it away and stuff. But now it's coming down. It's coming down. It's staying the whole month of January, and I think for All Saints and all that. And then it's coming down at the end of January, and let the kids get used to putting away the decorations because they actually decorated the tree. And the tree, about 50% of the decoration on the tree is Star Wars, little Star Wars stuff. So they're going to take those down, put them away. All the boxes for that is right here. They're going to put them away. So they have to practice how to do that. Yeah. Aw. Yeah. It's my Kenzo. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You sure do. You need to pull it out. Pull it out. Yes. Let's see here. The last time I used mine was in 2019. Girl! My Kenzo gets love. The red one gets love too. The red one is about here. About here. So I've got about a quarter of the red one, and then I have a backup of the red one. I don't have a backup of this, and I'm not going to buy one again until I finish working through some of the other ones. So the next one I have is a Gucci, and I had to let go of some of my Gucci because Dr. Rose was getting on my case about it. But this one is my favorite that I had in my collection, and this one is the Glamorous Magnolia. And as you can see, let me pull it back some. Yeah, that's better, right? So I would say this is 1/3 used up. And I always wear this. I mean, you could wear this whenever you want, but I wear this fragrance throughout the spring and summer. And this is one it's a light and easy bottle to hold. So when I'm wearing it in my head, if it's on my, this year is the first time I'm doing like, hey guys, this is what I'm wearing this one, and I forgot to post today, so I'll post it for tomorrow. But I take it up, chuck it in my purse for work, and then I can spray myself. So this is a beautiful light fragrance. To me, it smells like spring rain, but without the freshness, because rain has a certain freshness to it, depending upon what's in the air and whatnot. But if you're in a clean, like let's say you're in Hawaii or somewhere where it's nice and clean smelling, and there's some places like not in California. There was somewhere we went, and it was just like when you walked outside, maybe it was Paris. I don't remember, but I know that there's a way that the air just smells. It was Paris. It was Paris, guys. I don't know if y'all been over there. When it's lunchtime, everything stops. They literally go outside, go get their food, spread their blanket out in the business district, right? And they're sitting out there, no phones and all of that kind of stuff, talking to each other. Like Nene would say, ice to each other, her and Candy from the Real Housewives. I don't know if y'all watch that stuff. Let's see here. But yeah, that was really cool. And of course, they were like looking at us when we were talking in the restaurant and stuff because I was loud as hell. And it's no. They don't do loud over there. No. We were staying in the I think it was the Hilton in the business district. So it was one of the bigger hotels there. And Pam was hungry and it was loud because it was an early flight. So Flora, Glamorous. Glamorous Magnolia, which I would like to rename Magnificent Magnolia, but I don't think Gucci's going for it because they kept ignoring me. And so this one was launched in 2012. You see, I brought my voice down. I'm practicing. Green notes, citruses, freesia. Middle notes are magnolia and peony. Base notes are Mexican chocolate and musk and sandalwood. That is what I like about this. That is it. That is it. The chocolate. You can smell the chocolate on this fragrance. A lot of times when food have slightly gourmandy, oh yes. And the chocolate, oh yes. Okay, so I might repurchase this when I'm done with it. This is nice. This is called Glamorous Magnolia by Gucci. And I'm 1/3 of the bottle down. This is really nice. This is the thing. When you are going through and you're doing these tags and stuff, you know how you think and you go through your collection looking for these things. Yummy, thank you. Because a lot of times, I mean, I'm using all of these and I know I'm using them, but a lot of times we're not using our stuff. We buy the new stuff, like I was saying earlier. We put the we buy the new stuff. We buy. Oh, look at this. Oh, check it out. Angel Share. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so gorgeous. Girl, you're so lovely and you're so rummy and sexy and deep and dark and chocolate. Well, no, you're not chocolatey, but you know what I mean, right? And then the next one come out. Oh, Bonacia. Oh my God, I love you. You're my favorite fragrance. Yes, you are you are in my top 10 for life. Okay. And then like 2 days later, oh my God, you know, Gucci came out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we do. So we have to put it all out there, and all of these tags we're doing and chatting with each other. That's what I love about the chat versus. I love the chat versus the videos because we can communicate, and I take notes and I take pictures, and then I go back and I move things to the front. Believe it or not, when I put the things away, I don't always put them back the same spot. I will move things to the front. When I watch you guys' video, I do the same thing. I'll go to the closet and I'll move things to the front. Oh gosh. All right, so that way, let's see here. Oh my, I missed a lot. Let's see. Thank you, Baba Marissa. Okay. See, I ordered my first. Oh, guys, these bottles are gorgeous. I am wanting to order one tonight. I have to make sure I pay all my bills first, okay? I want to order one tonight, and I think I don't know which one yet. I don't know which one yet. We use the new and forget about the old. Yes. And that's life, isn't it? All new shiny things come out, and we discard the old, and that's a practice we have to embrace and remember the old. It's even with people. We do the same thing with people, you know. Oh gosh, Nika, you're funny. I have been making bought enough. Okay, I have been making conscious decisions. So I have I think I have 4 or 5 bottles coming to me because I didn't buy myself. Technically, I didn't buy myself anything for Christmas. So, and with this sale that Neiman Marcus is having right now, I think it ends tomorrow. I want to go ahead and get in on that sale and get a discount and stuff like that. But when I look at the notes of fragrances and I go to people's videos and hear them talk about it and whatnot, especially for something that I don't know or stuff like that, that is where I go left to right on whether or not, yes, I'll go on the left and I'll say, no, I don't want it, or right, yeah, I'm buying that right now. And so then the other thing is, can I do without something? You know what I'm saying? So I've been going through that. I have a lot of samples and I don't waste samples. I don't know what, I don't waste samples. So when I get samples, it's to me, it's somebody's collection that they're sharing with me. So it's like a gift. And I'm funny about gifts. If you give me something, I don't care if it costs a penny. I treat it a certain kind of way. So I don't waste them. I like to you know, that's just how I am. So I take, you know, oh, Wendy, hi. Hi, Dion. Lord, I'm missing people. I'm so sorry, guys. Let's see here. Yes, Paris is beautiful, beautiful. And oh my gosh, they can dress. Wow. Yeah, I think I am. I have a couple that I'm looking at. The Guerlain, the Guerlain, the Umberto, I think is on there. And I am looking to see if I want to pick up another bottle of the Amani Privé. and Fragrance Kitchen. One from Fragrance Kitchen that I'm looking at right now. Let's see here. I saw Wendy and I saw Dion. Hi. On to the next one. Hi, Wendy. Good evening. Thank you for joining, guys. This is so cool. Yes. Bottles are beautiful. Yes. Gorgeous. Just works of art, you know? Lost my mind. No regrets. No regrets. I didn't buy, normally I buy myself something for Christmas. Normally I spend about, I spent some money on myself for Christmas, and I didn't do that so much this year. So you ordered it from Neiman's, or you ordered it from a discount, Fragrance Buy? Because I think Fragrance Buy, well, I don't think they have it anymore. For Christmas, it's sold out. I know what I ordered. I ordered another one or two Tiziana Terenzi. Hold on. Did I order the Tiziana? I was so depressed last night that I went back and I put some in my basket. Okay, they're still in my basket. But I did order a Tiziana Terenzi. I ordered Halle. And I am thinking of ordering a couple of others. Yep. Guerlain. Yep, I do too. I want that Guerlain. Just woke up from my nap. Whataburger. Yeah, that was, I left work a little late. We had a meeting and I left a little late, and then you know, I got home and I was watching the news, and I was watching Anderson Cooper, and that man is so good, the way he delivers, and is so extremely articulate. Of course, he's very cute too, but extremely articulate, you know, and their editing skills for CNN. But I was watching this, guys, I mentioned, those of you just came in, I have something, in my opinion, I have a certain, not something, my gut, right? I don't call it a gut feeling, I call it a God feeling, but I just knew. And so on my way into work, I called my girlfriend and I was like, something's about to happen, blah, blah, blah. And then not even 2 hours later, they went, you know, you start seeing people gathering and whatnot. It was just too much, man, too much. Hey, Amina. Hi. Yeah, it was just too much. So I'm like, I gotta do something. I'm feeling way better. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I gotta do something. Oh, hi. Hi, thank you for joining. I really appreciate you. Tonight's video, guys, is a little different. What we're doing is I'm doing Yummy's tag, which is fragrances that we've made a dent in our collection. And so I went over just a few. I have this one here, Mon Guerlain Floral. This is like 1/3 I've used up already, as you can see. I love, love, love this. This is my favorite so far, right? So I've got this, the Eau de Toilette, and the Mon Guerlain, which I love all of them, but that's my favorite, the Floral, the Imperatrice, which, look at that. I did a good job. Okay, this is the number 3, and this one is watermelony and springy and sweet and light. Not light as in powdery to my nose, but light as in fruity, right? Like imagine a watermelon, and it's halfway, it's not all the way sweet to eat, but it still tastes good, like close to the rind, close to the white part. That's what I feel when I'm thinking about this. Y'all know I always think about food when I'm thinking about fragrance. And then this one here is Dolce Garden. As you can see, I did a good job. Yeah, right? So this one here, if you notice, it's halfway done, right? And then this one's almost done. This is Kenzo Flower. And this is the big bottle. This is the 3.4 ounce, or is it a 4 ounce? I think it's a 3.4 ounce, right? And then Gucci, right? And this one, this is my favorite Gucci right now. And this is Glamorous Magnolia. And I sprayed it on my hand. This has a chocolate note in it in the base, which makes me love it even more. And actually the chocolate pops up on your skin almost immediately, on my skin anyways, almost immediately. Love this one. So let's see here. The next one I talked to you guys the other day, and I told you that I've been using this to go to sleep. So what I did is I did a cocktail last night. It didn't work to help me sleep faster, but I like the way I smelled. So I put on my Winter Michelle's, the bourbon vanilla cream, right? So I put that on my skin first. Then I went in with La Belle. you know, on my, just in my crease of my arms, right? And then I went over Labelle with Giorgio Monaci. I didn't need to do all of that. Okay, I really didn't. I started using this about 2 weeks ago, or maybe it's a week ago, that Dr. Rose said that she was using this to sleep. That's what she uses it for. So I started using it to sleep, and I thoroughly enjoy using it to sleep. Guys, this is one of my all-time favorite scents. If I were to have a signature scent, which I cannot because I have too many fragrances and I love too many of them, this would be one of them. So this is Armani C. Okay, I'm not going to go too much in the notes. I pulled up Fragrantica, but you know, it's not, a lot of us have these fragrances so we know what they smell like, but C is, like, I'm going straight into it anyways. C is actually one of my favorites because it's woody, it's sweet, it's got a little bit of, the patchouli in it is not overly like choky, like it doesn't choke you out, but it's aromatic. It's just a beautifully blended fragrance. And the funny thing is that I call the ghetto version, meaning not ghetto. That's not a good word to use for it because it's a beautiful fragrance. It's by Notting Hill, Parfum. It's in the gold bottle. You can get it at TJ Maxx for $13.99, $14.99, or you can pick up a whole set of the PX when they're on sale for like maybe $19 or $18. That's with the lotion and the body wash and all of that stuff. But that smells very, very similar to C. As a matter of fact, the composition and the notes, if you looked up Notting Hill Parfum, the gold bottle, and you pull up another window and you look at C, you will see that the notes are very similar, probably 9 out of 10, except with C, the notes are flipped. So whereas you have C, the rose is at the bottom, Notting Hill, the rose will be closer to the top. Whereas C says Uti at the bottom, Notting Hill was, you know, like that. But they smell very similar. However, after the Notting Hill dries down, even though it's really, really pretty, after it dries down, you can see the difference. Okay, and you just can. But this is one of my favorites, and I made a good dent in her, and this dent I am very proud of. And I love the amber color of this one. It's normally lighter, but this one is an old bottle. I bought this in 2018. So let's see what we're saying in the chat room. Did I miss anyone? Did anyone come in? Brenda, I talked to you already. And let's see. I did not miss anyone. Yay. I am doing decent tonight. Yes. Yes. Me too. It's very comforting, especially tonight. All over my Winter Michelle, all over my bourbon vanilla. I'm spraying myself down because I haven't been sleeping, guys. I went to sleep at about 4 this morning, had to wake up at 5:30. So I slept an hour and a half technically. And then the night before that, I didn't sleep at all. I stayed up and I was just restless. And then when I did fall asleep, Joseph said I was sweating. And he woke me up, you know, because he was scared. So, yeah. Hi, Sean. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, honey. Let's see here. That color makes it look like it's like the sea with amber in it. Yeah, it does. It does have amber in it, just not like this much. I think it has amber. Nope, it does not. It does not. Yeah. But I actually really love the look, the deepness of this color. I don't know I've been drawn to rosy, like those that's in the Lancôme, Maison Lancôme line, you know, that I have the Roses Barbaranza and then I have the Magnolia Rosé, and I love this color. I'm just drawn to that color. I don't know why. So let's see here. Me too, me too. After this, we have about 20 minutes. And after this, I am going to take a shower, wash my face. Today, I went to Sephora. I could always tell when I'm feeling kind of bummed out because I head to Sephora, right? And I'll share with y'all what I picked up. I was trying so hard because I wanted to give them a sale. It just looks so sad in there. And I'm scared that JCPenney Sephora is going to go away, you know. So I bought this set. It was on sale for $13, I think. And this is the Fenty liquid. It's the liquid lipstick by Fenty. And this one is a deep plum color. And you can't really tell the difference, I don't think, on the camera. But it's a deep plum. And then I can tell you the names. It is unmatched or unattached, one of the two. I think it says unmatched on here. And then the other one is underrated. The underrated is a sort of pink color. So these were on sale at Sephora. So if you were looking to get these, I can never use it a full bottle anyway. So if you're looking to get these or as a gift for somebody, you forgot to buy a Christmas present. This is a good gift. And then I don't know if y'all know, but Rihanna came out with her new let's see, I bought this was also on sale. It's by Huda Beauty, and it's a liner that it's called Life Liner. It's black, so one side is liquid and the other side is pencil. I don't need any more liners, but like I said, you know, it just looks sad in there, so I wanted to give them a sale. And then this is the cookie jar, and this is the new cream gloss bomb cream. And this is what it looks like. And someone asked me, she was watching my video today, I think she subscribed, not sure. But she was doing my video, she was watching my video, and she said to swatch stuff. So I'm gonna try my best. Okay, I'm not a good swatcher. Ooh, that's pretty, guys. Ooh, look how excited. And it's so soft. Look at that. So it's like a brown brick red. This would look good over Fussy. Her lipstick and Fussy, and then she has another lipstick that's sort of this brownish rust color, but I don't remember the name of it. And they smell good. Yeah. They had this in a purple one, and I figured I'd get more use out of this color. So that's all I bought. It was like $60 or something like that, right? $50. But let's get back to the perfume. Guys, I talked about this. You have two. Yeah. Oh, hi, Marsha. Hi. I have a diffuser. Yep, it's over there. That little white thing over there. I have that one, and I have another one in my bedroom. And I use this, but the oil that you pour in, the stress away. Oh, here it is, right here. I use this. And I gotta send, I told Wendy I was gonna send her some of this. I have not been to the post office, guys. These folks around here haven't been to the post office. So the lip parfum, it looks like that. That one has amber. And I got a lip parfum too. I got one as well. So I have the regular C, I have the C Fiori, I have the C Intense, and I have the lip parfum. But this one for nighttime, because the lip parfum isn't as easy to get, so I could use this and then go back to the store and buy another bottle. This is easier to find. Yes. No, Alicia, I'm sorry, I didn't see your question. This one is actually just the regular C. This is just a regular C. It's just an older bottle. This is from 2018. Thank you. Look, another cream gloss is bomb. Yep, this is my first time buying it. Like I said, they had a purple, but I don't see myself wearing a purple. And I think I might go back for one of the neutral colors, but I really think I'm gonna like that one. Jen says she no longer would. Okay, so I don't wear lip products out, like to work and stuff like that. I just put on my Laneige sleeping mask. I wear that as a lip balm. And then when I do videos is when I wear lipsticks. And then if I am going, like if I'm just in the house hanging out or something, I might put a lipstick on just because, you know. So, yeah. Okay, Maud. Hi, Maud. Oh, I'll get it to you. Just be patient with me, please. Be patient with me, please. Yes, they are awesome. This brand, yeah, we love this brand. This is my favorite from the brand. This, and I want to say the orange, maybe the orange. But my favorite oils, this has the perfect combination of all the oils. It smells wonderful. You can use it. I absolutely love when you put it, when you're stressed out, put it here, put it on your temple, put it on your pulse points. You will love it. Okay. All right. So this here, guys, is La Mia La Perla. I love the bottle because it looks like the rising sun from this angle, right? And as you can see, I'm halfway through this. This is the scent that I also use only to sleep. This is bedtime scent for me. I adore this. Oh my gosh. It's a beautiful, I want to say it's a beautiful vanilla, but I'm not sure. Mia. a Perla. La Mia Perla by La Perla. This is musky, powdery, woody, iris, amber, fresh, spicy. It is gorgeous. If you have to just walk around and be sniffing like this with these bottles and stuff, I'm telling you, the spice and there's the woodiness, the blend. It's just a beautiful, beautiful blend. I want to say it was Indecent. Maybe it was Indecent. She said it doesn't last on her, so she gave it away to her niece or somebody, but I love this fragrance. I really, really do. It does not last. That is absolutely true. It has no longevity, but I like the way it smells when I spray it on my body, and I like the way it smells when I'm walking around. I could get whiffs of especially if it's on my clothing, my pajamas. Absolutely adore this. And that's La Mia Perla by La Perla. This pretty little bottle. And then the next one I have is a cupcake, a cuppy cake, as Dawn would say, bougie lover, right? And this one is Whispers of Guidance, which is what we needed yesterday. Whispers of... Oh gosh, oh my goodness, I need to, yes, that's a real dent. Yes, it is. Hi, how you doing? How's your evening so far? How's your day? Everybody's had a day or two, eh? Yes. You like the Terra oils. Okay. I've only seen, this one is called Young Living, but the Terra, I've only seen that one time. I don't remember where I saw it, but yeah. Hi, Sam. Hi. Okay, so this is my favorite from the Whispers of the Garden collection from the House of Sillage. To me, same thing, sort of gives me this vibe right here, fruity, light. When I put it on, I actually do feel, I won't say empowered. This has a beautiful, oh gosh, let me show you all the cap. Let me see if I can find the bee. Hold on. I was really good at finding them. There she goes, right there. So each cap is in, let me sound like a commercial. Hold on. Oh, I don't have a wig on. Hold on. This is the House of Sillage's Whispers of Guidance from the Whispers of the Garden collection. When I see people do that, make me laugh. Okay, I'm sorry. And this cover is encrusted with 128 Swarovski crystals. Okay, and the cover, the flowers that you're seeing right here, that actually is gold. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. I don't think they're going to do that part, but you know what I mean. But it is gold, right? And so one of the cool things about this fragrance, going back into what I love about this is all handcrafted. And what I really enjoy about this is where you see there's a little bead. That's why it's garden, right? So you got the flowers and stuff, the sunflowers. You have like what looks to be something like the flower. It's a weed that you pull up and you blow, the white one. And so when I'm looking at this, it's very beautiful to look at. And then there's a bee nesting, you know, on a flower. And all of the bottles have that. So you have to kind of look for your bee and stuff like that. Not many people have time during the day to do that, but you know, I did, and I found my bee on all of my caps. Okay. But what I actually love about this, you see that? Look at that. So I was a little funky about some of my crystals falling out. Yes, they fell out. Some of them fell out. But then I got to thinking about it. My diamond ring, my wedding ring, my diamond fell out. Okay. And that's a lot more expensive than this. And it was handmade. Okay. So I had to put things in perspective, and I've been doing that. When I get real hot-headed about something and I have an expectation about this and an expectation about that, I have to think about it. I wasn't really storing these appropriately. When I first got them, I had them like this against each other, and that's how things scratch, right? That's why we wrap jewelry in the jewelry cloth when we put it in our drawers. We don't just throw our diamonds and stuff away. Well, I lost a pair. After I lost my earrings, I started paying more attention to what I'm doing, because I'm very heavy-handed and stuff, and I need to chill with that. So part of the responsibility will go on me. I take ownership of that. Okay. And I could feel some of where they fell off because I was not storing them appropriately. I was trying to store them in this beautiful crystal jar tray that I have, and they were rubbing up against each other. So I stopped being mad at them about it if I received it in the box and I saw crystals in the box, now that's a different story. But my crystals, when they fell out, was really in my vicinity, like on my mirror, and I could see it, so I could pick it up with my finger and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, yeah. Joanne said something. Hold on. Putting things in perspective is good for our mental health. Yes, yes. Just in order for the figuring body oils. Okay. Okay. Yes, it's Whispers of Truth. So Whispers of Truth is also Nika's favorite. It's also, I don't know if you know Abby Bliss White. I think Sheree likes that one too. A lot of people like that one. I like it too. I just don't want to pay. I wanted 50% off. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. I don't think so. So as you can see, if you look, I really don't think so. If you look up, you see the bottle again. So all their bottles, right? If the cap is a certain color, the base of the bottle is going to be that color, right? And then it gradiates up, with the exception of the Mickey Mouse. Oh, no, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a little more different. It gives that same like a swirly type of color. And so in my mindset, when I look at this bottle, I love, especially during this, I had it I have this really nice handmade Indian table. I had it in the bedroom, and it was looking really pretty. And I had my cupcakes in them, and when the light hits them, it glistens and all that. Not a good idea. Okay. So I moved all my stuff to the closet, but it would glisten. This type of decoration here would glisten, the encrustment of the top. What I would like, and I think they're looking into it, I would really like to see a refilling station. If they had a refilling station, that would be awesome, because when you finish with your favorite bottle, you can go refill it at the station. Like Mugler used to have refilling stations at Ulta for Angel. I don't know if y'all remember that. It's like 2016, 2015, 2016. Guys, hold on, like he's pretty, Yvonne. I went with Eau Bijou. Oh, yes. I love Eau Bijou too. It's not my number one. My number one I wore to work today. I wore Emerald Rain today to work, and I enjoyed the heck out of it all day. I was sniffing myself going, who smells so good? Me. Yes, me. But I had on Emerald Rain today, and yes. Yes, but Eau Bijou is my number 4 or 5. I like all of them. I like mixing them too. I don't know if you guys, if you have more than one cupcake, you should, I know people say that you don't mix fragrances. I mix all my fragrances. I like to make up new scents. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but a lot of times it does. It's not going at no, it's not. It's not. It's not. Okay, so Sam, that's what people say. However, people also spend almost $400 on Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. And that gets lost like very quickly, on my skin. Also Tom Ford's, and I have it, so I know, and I did a video on this, Tom Ford's Eau de Soleil Blanc. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It takes me to a vacation, make me feel like I'm going to St. Moritz with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I wouldn't go with them too, but I'm just giving you the vibe, right? What's somebody famous? Who's famous that I could look up to? Heck, all of us famous. Shoot, we on the internet. All of us, we on a yacht. We rented a yacht and we go into the French Isles, okay? And that's what Tom Ford Soleil Blanc does for me when I spray it on every single time. But between here and when I have to get to post, it's about a 10-minute drive. Get to my office. I get out of the car and I walk into my office, maybe another 3 minutes because I'm a fast walker. And then I sit down and I put my handbag down. I put my ID card in my computer so I can start working. And then I can't smell my fragrance, literally. So you're talking about less than an hour. It's already dissipating. So, and that fragrance is one of the less expensive ones in the line, but the perfume or the perfume, the Soleil Blanc, it doesn't last. Even if I layered it, it still doesn't last as long as I anticipate for spending that money. So there's a lot of fragrances. I don't think that they're overpriced. I really don't. Not a lot of people like this one because it's light. Now, this collection, I will say that this has, the signature line has 6, all of the elements in the signature line as 6. 2 in the top notes, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the base. In these, you have more. So you have, I think it's either 4 in the top, middle, and the base notes. So that's a total of 12 for the garden line. And the oils are like 25% fragrance oil. Does this last as long as my friend Maison de Darius's fragrances? Near, absolutely not. It does not. His is a different composition altogether, gives me a totally different vibes. But I love my house in Sillage. I like looking at them. I like taking off the lights in the closet and walking in and seeing them glisten. It brings me joy. It sparks joy for me. Other people, maybe not so much, but for me, it sparks joy. So I love my collection. I really, really do. Buying perfume not only good for my mental health, keeps my heart healthy too. Yes, yes. Guys, I'm going to tell y'all something. There is such a thing as dying from a broken heart, okay? And I know. If anybody else, you can die from a broken heart. You can die from being hurt, right? There's some realness to that stuff. If you really think about it, there's some realness to that. That's where PTSD is tied to. That is what post-traumatic stress disorder, and then there are a lot of dissociative disorders and stuff like that. A lot of things are tied, are emotion. Okay, so fragrance gives us, it's tied to, we have 5 senses. So fragrance is tied to our palates, believe it or not. It's also tied to when we sniff the whatever, the stuff that goes up in our brain. What you call that? Is it endorphins? I don't remember. You know, the things in our brains. You science folks, right? It's tied to that. And what it also is tied to memories. Sometimes that's why people have bridal fragrances. And when I forgot, I didn't put on perfume for my wedding. So somebody asked me that question. I said, I completely forgot to put it on. But, it's just a mindset. That's what fragrance does. It takes you, it transports you. Fruity stuff transports you, vacation. Gourmand stuff transports you, cozy, sitting by the fire, eating something, or with a loved one or whatever. That vision that you have all up in you. That's what fragrance does for us. But it also saves you. I spend a lot of time looking for fragrances that reminds me of Midnight Rain by La Prairie, because it's one of the fragrances that I can distinctly remember sitting in the car in front of Saks before they shut it down in Austin, Texas, where I forgot the name. It's an outdoor type mall. They used to have a Saks down in Austin, right? And they shut it down. But I went into La Prairie. I went into the Saks. I remember the La Prairie counter was on the right-hand side. Joe Malone was on the left-hand side. And as you go into Saks, they have the lipsticks and all that, the Chanel and all that stuff right there. And I walked by and I smelled it. And I came back and I smelled it again. And then the lady had it on one of these little things right here, a tester thing. And then she had sprayed somebody or whatever. I bought it immediately. I bought Midnight Rain. I bought the rubies. I bought the emerald. I bought like 5 fragrances. I went back and I bought 5 fragrances, to be quite honest with you. But that one for sure, I bought that one right then that day. Let me tell you, I got in the car and I was driving a Lincoln Navigator at the time. I got in the truck, right? And I hadn't even gotten, and Chris held my hand because he's sitting in the driver's side, and it was his turn to sit up front, and Lizzie sat in the passenger side in the back, right? Because I had a little TV. Them cars came with TVs and stuff back in the day. And so he's like, "Oh, mommy," he looked at me, "You smell good." I said, "Thank you, baby." I showed the Saks back, and he pulls my arm, and he's like, "This smells so good." I remember that day, that time. It was like about 3-something in the afternoon on a Sunday. I remember that. And then every time I wore that fragrance before it was ended, he would comment on it. When I was sitting on the couch, he would snuggle up to me, so that fragrance that does that. So I spent a lot of time buying a whole bunch of fragrances, trying to emulate that same feeling and what would smell close to Midnight Rain. I haven't been able to find that fragrance. I paid $125 for that fragrance. And every time I found it, it was like $200 and something. And I just cannot pay twice the price for a fragrance. You know what I'm saying? That I know is not that price. But yeah, I don't know why La Prairie stopped making perfumes. Anyways, I digress. I keep talking about stuff. We talking about perfumes. Buying perfumes. Okay, yep. Angel Share Impression. I just Ordered so much from them. Even their soap is fantastic. Yes, it's good. It's really, really good. I love Angel Share. I love it. Let's see, Killian Angel Share is back in stock at Killian. You saved what? Thank you. Hold on. Picture. I told y'all I ain't playing. I do need a backup. Although I made Jen sent me I made a small little thing with my little decants, but I love that perfume. And even if you don't wear it all, the Angel Share, the bottle is so cute though. And my birthday right around the corner. But yeah. Whispers of, oh, I didn't tell you the notes. I'm sorry. Whispers of Guidance. I love this fragrance. And I think that it's a good fragrance for all year long because it's so light and you could use it for anything. So it's inoffensive. It really is. One of them that's really offensive, I'm about to talk about right now. And I would say out of almost everyone that has this fragrance by House of Sillage don't like it. I happen to be one of the few that could tolerate it. So Whispers of Guidance is fruity. This one is fruity, powdery, citrus, woody, iris, patchouli, earthy, fresh, spicy, you know, smooth, musky, aromatic. I really, really love this. Is my favorite from this line. I do like Whispers of Truth, but I still prefer Whispers of Garden. I don't know why. I just do. Maybe when I buy it, I might prefer the Truth more than the Guidance, but I doubt it. The next one that I made a dent in, and not a big dent, right? But a dent nonetheless. I'm doing it on the side so you can see I did make a dent. Because when you look like this, you know, the cupcake, you can't really see. And you know what I forgot to mention to you? For you, those of you that don't know, these, there we go. And forgive my fingerprints, right? So it has, there we go. So you see House of Sillage is written there at the top. And then down below is the fragrance name. So that if you forget, you know what fragrance is what. Guys, this has a slightly medicine-y smell to it. This is Whispers of Innocence. This is the one with the white cover. And I use this as a mixer. I have mixed this with Alien, the purple regular Alien, because that has sort of a anisey type smell. This one has that same type of vibe, and I just wanted to see what it smelled like almost like you know, those halls that has like a different type of taste, you know, the not halls, Ricola, you know. It's not what everybody wouldn't like this. It has a weird vibe to it, and I think that's what makes it niche to me, because it doesn't smell stink. It just has a weird smell. It's not fruity and pretty and, you know, tiptoe through the dark, you know, it's not all of that. It's just plain, it's different. And I really enjoy that about it, weirdly as it seems. So this is Whispers of Innocence. And Innocence. There we go. And this has, that's what it is. Beeswax. Beeswax. So again, Chris, right? So Christian had we used to take him to get like physical the needles, acupuncture, right? And because when you're doing chemo and stuff like that, you have to do a whole bunch of natural stuff to counteract it. And he actually, I have bad allergies, and he liked honey. So I would get the honey, it's like little beads, and you put it under your tongue, like 3 of them, and your allergies is under control. And if you're from Texas, y'all know Texas you get allergies. If you go to Texas, if you've never been to Texas, you go to Texas, you're gonna have allergies. So this is the yellow floral. It's got honey in it. That's that weird smell. Sweet, vanilla, animalic, white floral, powdery, amber, and floral. So I remember I told you guys these have more components to the composition for the Whispers of the Garden collection is more complex than the composition for the signature line, although the signature line is much more mass appealing, in my opinion. This has a rating of 3.25. It probably would have had a rating of 0. But people like me like it. So the top notes are lime, linden, blossom, and violet leaf. The middle notes are beeswax and Egyptian jasmine. It does smell sort of like that, jasmine-y, but nothing's crazy sweet, right? And then the base notes are vanilla and amber. But yeah, I like it. I like it. Would I repurchase this? No, I wouldn't, because I strictly use it as a layering. I don't wear it by itself. I wear it either with this one with the whispers of I wear it, the alien I wore it with, and I also wore it with the whispers, the peach one, the one that other people like, Enlightenment. I've worn those two together as well. And I think that House of Sillage pairs the whispers, this one with another fragrance. I got to see what they paired it with on their site and try that layering technique and see how it works out for me. Okay, so let's see here. With me too, with the 50%, they only did 30. Yes, they only did 30. I was hoping for more. I really was. I was hoping for more. Host Bijou has been 50% off before. They have been. So you just got to keep your eyes peeled, okay? Let's see, Nika. Oh, so yeah, Nika and they were talking about why it never goes on 50% off. Heard that House of C. Okay, we said that already. Let's see, Yummy. Receive Angel Share Impression. Okay, so let me go down a little bit. Perfumes seem to help calm my broken heart. Yes, God will heal them, but scents help me get through. Yes, me too. Me too. Yes. We're the three amigas. Yes, it does. It does. Also, Joanne, you ordered it? Yeah. I think I saw somebody post on one of the fragrance group or on Instagram that they didn't like their Angel Share. Or was it on Abby's channel? Somebody posted somewhere and I said, hey, you don't want it, send it my way. I'll take it off your hands for a price, a good price, to buy back as well. Okay. Well, they might have a better sale than 20% off, right? And maybe they'll come to Fragrance Buy or Fragrance Net. Who knows? Are you getting roses on ice? Do you have a sample of it and you smelled it and you liked it? Oh, share. Tell us what you think. I haven't seen too many people talk about that one. Oh, honey. So it's bees, it's like the organic, it's not honey. It's something from the bee, like it's pollen. It's actual pollen, bee pollen. And it's all rolled, it looks like little bees. It's rolled up really, really tiny, and it came like in a little container. So when we did all organic, like the full 4 years, all organic, you know, down to organic for myself, organic like how do you call it? Stuff to eat and stuff like that, you know, instead of buying junk and all that stuff. So everything was organic. Everything was organic. And then we bought honey was organic, and the guys in Colleen, it's called what was his name? B something. And he used to sell his stuff out of the chiropractic's office. So when she moved her office, she moved from where she was at she used to be over there by the Colleen Herald. I'm talking like y'all know where Colleen is. She used to be on one side of the highway, and then the office moved from over there and moved over there. It's called MBS. That's the name of the office. And Dr. Chung is all about organic and movement, chiropractic, you know, muscle movement, acupuncture, all of that stuff. And that's where we went. And Christian he had what you call neuropathy, and he came out of surgery. He came out of lung surgery, guys. He came out of lung surgery, and he's talking about, he ain't even worried about these huge tubes coming out of his sides, right? And he's talking about he can't feel his feet. His feet hurt, but he can't feel it, which is a weird sense, right? And so they're like, well, they kept giving him pain medication and it wasn't working. And I'm talking about a lot of strong stuff. If you're medical, you know, cancer patients, they give them very, 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 very heavy doses of pain medication. So he's in the recovery room or whatever. He come out of surgery and he's in the recovery part and whatnot. And that's how he couldn't feel his feet and stuff like that. And we didn't have a neurologist. The neurologist was leaving. And so the pain specialist came upstairs and whatnot. And I said, I just looked it up on Google, what cancer patient, adult cancer patients, he's a child, mind you. And I said, what's this about neuropathy? They said that cancer patients normally experience neuropathy, blah, blah, blah. So I started reading up on it and whatnot. Sure enough, guess what? That's what it was. So he couldn't feel his feet and stuff. So I used, it's a pad that you put, you know, on to help with pain. And it's not a pad, like it's like a sticky thing. It's a medicine. I can never remember the name. I'm so sorry, guys. But anyway, so we took him. He was in pain for like 3 months. And then I took him. Somebody told me about Dr. Chung. And they also told me about using salts. And not salt as in salty salt. Salts that you put in water, right? So you have magnesium. You have, hold on one second. I'll show you all what it is. Hold on. Hold on. One quick second. Okay. So I had to climb on top of the cabinet. That was not cute. Okay. So we started on his journey. We started this thing using this here. It's called New Age. And so there is a natural store in Killeen. I think it's only one of its kind. And this guy, he's all about herbals and stuff like that, diffusers, because I never use any of that stuff, right? And so my girlfriend, I can't really, she still works for the government. So my girlfriend actually recommended, she put together this plan for us to clean our systems and stuff like that. And it included, like, if you have certain types of pain and whatnot. So we started putting these, and I had, like, she will tell you, she wrote it out, like number 1, number 6, number 10, number 12, you know, whatever it is. And the salts, these are all new. See, I haven't even touched this. This one here is for occasional sleep. Lord have mercy, this is what I should be taking. Occasional sleeplessness and simple nervous tension, which I have anxiety and stuff like that. And so you see, it says that right there. And so I use that, and then all natural, this brand right here, it's called Standard Process. And so we were all into it. I mean, like knee deep. If you once you commit to that type of stuff, it becomes easier. But then after Christian passed away, I literally just lost it. I just like lost it, and I gained a lot of weight, and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyways, let's see here. Let's get back to bee pollen. Yes, bee pollen. Yes. Want to buy? Okay. So I think it's a good fragrance to blind buy. Well, I have it, right? I don't have the fragrance. I just got a sample from Keitra, and I like it. Let's see here. 600 past due. I have to tighten the ship. Yep, me too. I do. Thank you. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me, Yummy. That means a lot. Not refund checks from school next. Girl. I think that every week there's going to be something that's going to be hot, right? So what I do, I've been learning to do this, and it's been helping. I put a whole bunch of stuff in my baskets. I have 1, 2, I've got fragrance by Saks, Neiman Marcus. Oh gosh, what's this? Jusset. And then I was watching a video with Babes. I don't know if you guys know who she is. She mentioned a certain fragrance, and it's this small and it has like a feather. It's not an actual feather, but it's gold feather on top. And I had that in my office computer that I was looking at. And those are fragrances that I am really like, you know, and then I want some Ramon Monegal. I want to try flamenco before I buy it because I haven't been able to find it at a discount. You know, so I have all of these things that I really, 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 really want. The problem, I forgot to put my thing on to run. Sorry about that. The problem with me and fragrances is that we're always going to want it. So the best thing to do right now is, as the year start, I think it's a good time for us to do like we're doing right now, right? All of us are doing it, where we're culling our collection and only buying things that we like. And a lot of us have the same scent story for the most part, I think. And if we want to try something different, we can buy decants or share decants or whatever from each other. And that's what I love about this community. That way we're not committing to something and then we're like, oh my God, I just wasted my money. You know what I mean? Because that in itself will, you know, make us sad. Fragrant Boy deals. I love the offer. No, I have not. I haven't. I don't really do fragrance oil so much, only because I tend to like the act of spraying. I don't know. I said this before. I don't know why I like doing that. You know, 20 sprays easy with this chick right here. Yes. So I'm crazy about, I love the act. That's my least. I know. That's, you're talking about this one. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I like it because it's light, and I think it's also tied to a connection. So this actually was bought from one of the sets. What they call them sets again? This is one of the sets, and Joseph bought me this. So, you know, that's also tied to this, but I actually really do. This is my favorite out of the set. So the next one I made a small dent in, and the reason I say this is a dent is because I've only owned this fragrance since August. And with the amount of fragrance that I have, for me to use this much of it, and this much was used in 2 utilizations, and that is Chance or Tendre. This is the Eau de Toilette. I also have the Eau de Parfum version. It smells slightly different, not like crazy different, right? So if you have the Eau de Toilette and you really like it, you don't have to get the Eau de Parfum. If you have the Eau de Parfum, you don't necessarily have to get the Eau de Toilette. I have both because I was curious. Excuse me. I was curious to see what it smelled like. So, but I opened it like maybe a week, but I actually really do like this. This is my favorite Chance. This is my favorite. I like this one, and I like the Eau Vive. The Eau Vive has more of a green fragrance, a green hint to it, and the colors are green too, so you know it's got more herbally type green. And then the next one I have is a heavy hitter right here, and this one I've made a dent in it. This is Spirito Fiorentino by Tiziano Terenzi. Okay, and of course you guys know this is a nice smoky leather that has some lovely sweetness to it. Oh, this is so good. It's so good. The funny thing about this is that I shared this with some folks, and I think I'm halfway there. It feels that way. I can't tell, right? Because I can't tell. But it feels a little lighter. When I take the cap off, I could tell, right? So it feels a little lighter. So would I repurchase this? I don't know if I would repurchase it. I just know that there's more from his line that I really like. I have tried Halle. I got a sample of that from Dr. Rose. Yeah, Dr. Rose. And I actually really, on first impulse, like dab on my skin, I knew I liked it. So I just ordered that recently. So I may not repurchase this. So I may try to nurse this one. And then the next one that I made a dent in, of course, Dahlia Divin, and this was opened up last year, right before I started my channel. Okay, and this is the Eau de Toilette, guys. There we go. That's a better, maybe I should do it on the side. Yeah, so you can see the bottle is halfway. And so I've been using this. I started my channel, I think like started it in May. If we don't want to count see, I jacked up, look at that. I messed up the nozzle. This is supposed to be on this, and I wasn't paying attention and ripped it off. Yes. So guys, Dahlia Divin is pretty. I like almost the entire, I love this one, and I love the one in the gold bottle, and the rest of them I like, but my favorite is, I think, my favorite is the gold bottle one, but I can't wear it everywhere because it's very strong and beast mode to me on my skin and into my nose. But this one I could wear any day, anytime, anywhere. It's light enough where it doesn't bother a whole bunch of people, and it's heavy enough and thick enough and sweet enough and all of that good stuff where, you know, you could wear it out like to a wedding and stuff like that. You could wear it to dinner. You could wear it, you know, nobody's supposed to be doing all that anyways. But I'm just saying. But then I'll tell you the notes really quick. EDT. What happened? Hold on, I'm sorry. ETTE. So it's fruity, citrus, woody, vanilla, powdery, a little bit. Again, sweet, warm, spicy. At the top notes, I smell like fruits, like almost like tropical type vibe. And that's the peach, the blood orange kind of, yeah, that's what I get initially, and it actually stays there, and everything else just kind of comes up. Second note comes up, two notes come up, the bass note, and it's perfect. I actually really like this. I have a backup. Yes, I have a backup of this. As I hope. I hope I have a backup of this. I think it's just the eau de parfum. But yeah, I think they're doing away with these because I don't see them in the stores very often. Or maybe they're repurposing, redoing them, like relaunching. You know, maybe they're relaunching. I think they're relaunching Exuviance because I saw it in a new packaging at TJ Maxx. They could keep the new packaging, just give me the cheap price, okay? At TJ, not at TJ Maxx, at Ulta. So the last one I have, guys, is this. This is Wild Python. I've done been talking about this bad boy and talking about this bad boy. I think Lulu done talk about this. I think Dre talked about this. Who has talked about this fragrance? Who has this fragrance that's been talking about it? I have to keep overspraying the red bottle. I know that thing, but you know, I don't overspray it. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. See, that even is on sale. Yes, it was, but you can also find them if you have access to the PX and Clean. I recommend you go in there and check and see if they have them on sale. But you can also find Dahlia Devin on Fragrance Net and Fragrance Buy for probably a lesser, unless you buy it on Sephora, and then you get your additional 20% off. You know, that's a good deal there too. Yes. Yeah, I did a whole video on my collection. I remember I was tired too that day too. Okay, let's see if I missed anything. Oh, thank you, Mighty. Thank you. I'm working on it. I am so working on it. I'm working on it. Oh, the original or is it this one? This is the Ortandre. This one gives you a headache? It smells very light and fruity. I don't think this has it might. Nope, it don't have no heliotrope in it. Let me double check and make sure. But no, this is the original one. I have to be careful with. That one is not my favorite. But this bad boy. And the eau de parfum is even sweeter. Yep, I actually really like this one. Let me see. Did you end Roses on Ice is too much cucumber? Oh, did you get a sample, Nika? You got a sample of it? Mediums look like fill to the top with their oils. I just received Byron's Pepper Monomer and it's spot on. Oh, okay. Is that the oils you were talking about earlier? Yvonne, would you mind messaging me either the link or put the link down in here for this FBO, please? So I can put it in my up there in the computer so I can have it opened up so I can go look at him tonight. Wild Cherry, let me see. I have Wild Cherry. You like wild cherry? I don't have wild cherry. I just have the wild candy, wild python. And as you can see, I made a nice dent in that. Look at that, guys. Right? And I did decant some. I did share some of this with a couple folks, but this bottle is 4 doggone. This is huge. This is 4, right? The problem I mentioned is that you have to be careful when you're opening it. So now I don't tighten it. I just barely like, you know, and I don't like the smell of the fragrance on the paint of the nozzle because it leaked, because I opened the whole thing and it went everywhere. And then I used a baby diaper to clean it up, but the perfume wasn't meant to come on this here. To order my fragrance, I might do that tonight if they have what I want. Yeah. So try for your Mancera. Try, of course, Fragrance Net and Fragrance Buy, the 2 places I recommend, because you could try the Canada 20, honey will give you those discounts. And then on Fragrance Net, when you put it in, that's what I have those 2 windows open. So I'll go to Fragrance Net and I'll put it in and I'll put my 30, the coupon, and then I'll do the same thing. And whichever one is less expensive, that's who I order it from. Velvet Vanilla. I think Rose mentioned that she likes that one too. I haven't tried that one yet. I noticed that I like vanilla. I really do like vanilla and stuff, but I'm all over the place. I cannot pin down, oh my God, I must have this. I think I like having my nose is it's like Sybil. It's got several different personalities. It's got several different personalities. So I like florals. I like coconut smells. I like watermelon. I like amber. I like smoke. I like leather. This smells real good too. I like herbally smelling type medicinal, type smell, just not too much of it. Just has to be well blended. I like that. And gosh, I love C. And C has a mixture of all of that, woods and leather and stuff like that. And something about C makes me want to bite it. I don't know what it is. It always give me that kind of olfacto type, like I want to eat something. I don't know what it is about this fragrance. Yeah, I just don't know what it is about it. I just know I love it. Yeah. And Sarah Red, no, I have not. I have not. I heard it's very masculine leaning. That's why I was a little scared to try that one. I have to get a sample of that first. I have Nishan Ani. I bought it from I think Jennifer auctioned it off at the when we did the suicide awareness. And I wore it the other day, and I must say that I'm not like woo impressed. I really am not. I was wanting to be, and I think that's probably where my letdown came, because I was like, like playing cool, like, yeah, it's alright, knowing in my head that I wanted to be like, yeah, right. And it didn't work out that way. So it smelled great. I liked the smell, but I did not love it. And it wasn't a perfume that I would spend, unless I got a good discount on it, I would buy it. And even so, I would probably buy other things. I would buy Vanille Orchid. I would buy Guerlain. I would buy something else. I would put the money towards something else. And I found myself doing that today. When I went to Sephora to buy something, because the store's been dead. And I had been to TJ Maxx. I didn't go last night, the night before. And I was looking at stuff, and I was like, well, do I really want to buy anything? I could take that money and put it towards what I really want. And I'm literally talking to myself this every single time I'm buying something. Well, that $5 could go towards something else. It could pay for the tax for something else. That kind of thought process. That's how I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. And I've only got the House of Sillage to go through my collection, and then we'll be done with the collection. And well, not completely done, because all those new fragrances come in, then I have to do a haul video or a haul live. And I'm excited about that, because I have a couple of Lancomes coming in, and some not spiritual, but some Tiziana Terenzi and stuff like that. So I'm excited about that. I just want to make sure I put content out that's relatable, that folks are enjoying, and not getting bored and stuff. Because I did a video the other day and it only got like 63 likes. And I remember listening to other content creators talk about that, how they put things out that their folks want to see, but not 63 likes, 63 views. And I was like, man, that's odd, because you would think that people would want to see that type of stuff this time of the year and whatnot, but it all depends. You have to go with the trend, and it is what it is, right? So if I see, like right now, there's a tag videos going on. This one is a great tag because a lot of people are buying stuff and they ain't using it, and we are using our perfumes. And then there's like my top 10 this and my 20 this and all of that kind of stuff, and it can get a little overwhelming. So for me, last year I did, hey guys, what houses do y'all want to see? And some people said Guerlain, some people said Givenchy, some people said the House of Sillage, some people said so because of that, I said, well, let me just do a collection. And funny enough, Rose did her collection where it was live, and I was like, okay, that's what people are responding to. That's what they like. We like to interact with each other. We like to talk to each other. So I think that that's really a great format. And besides, I suck at editing. It takes me hours. And then if I see one little thing, I'll stop and I'll redo the whole thing. And yeah, I'm bad. When I smelled it on my clothes after I wore it, I was like, oh, what is that? So I will wear it all the time now. Oh, okay. You talking about Nishani Ani? You talking about the Ani? Gourmand, yes. Gourmand, yes. Makes you want to get that. If I put something on and it makes me like want to move my mouth like that, like to eat, it's exciting me. It's causing my mouth to want to have to do that movement to eat. And yeah, Fancy does that to me too. That little $9 bottle I bought. Yeah. So yeah. Do a lot of blind buys, but I'm glad I sampled Ani because I liked it but didn't love it. Yes. And it's okay, guys. I mean, hold on. How are you? Have your channel? You have a channel. Oh, IG, I think. Oh, yes, Nishan Ani. Okay. All right. Yeah. I like Ani. I just don't love it. And I don't have to have it, And I mean, you guys who have channels, Nika and Yummy and Winter Michelle, you guys can attest to this, right? If you are, hold on. Sample of Onion Bordeaux drowning in vanilla. Okay. Honey. Okay. Never heard of that. I don't think I've ever bought anything from the dupe houses. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have to have everything everybody has, right? We just don't. I'm excited for my collection right now. Almost everything that I have, I'm kind of like excited that I have it in there. I like looking at it, or I like picking up the bottle, spray it on my hand, play with it, and I'm enjoying that process as opposed to feeling guilty that I have something that I'm not utilizing or I'm not wearing, and it could be better off with someone else. So I'm enjoying that whole process. So for me, like my Chanel collection is going to get larger because I know for a fact, I haven't even smelled it, guys. And I know I want Coromandel, just the way people describe it. It's like, it sounds like warm and inviting, but also slightly crisp. And so I'm actually really looking forward to purchasing that one. And then there is another one, I think it's called Beige. That one sounds very bougie-like, but I haven't heard too many people talk about why they love it, where I'm convinced that I need to get that one. I do know that I want to get some, I shared, those are the fragrances that I want from different lines. I'm just excited about, I don't know what it is. I'm just excited about the prospect this year to be smelling new fragrances, but fragrances that I could probably blend with other fragrances I have, layer with other fragrances I have so that they're not just kind of sitting down. This I layered very, very much so with Jessica Simpson Fancy Love. These two together, beautiful on my skin. I also layered this with the Flower by, and I forgot what it smells like. I just know I really liked it. Hold on. Put a little there. Put a little bit here. This is such a pretty bottle, guys. Very beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing to look at. Yep, those two smell nice together too. But independently, to be quite honest, I prefer. But I have layered them before. Trying to use this up. Yep, okay. Good evening, my dear. How are you, my beautiful queen? Yeah, those two together, this right here is a powerhouse, guys. This Kenzo Flower. This is just a delicate baby. Put her on, go to sleep. Put on your lingerie. I forgot what was it? Living Color. Your lingerie. Martin Lawrence used to play a character in Living Color. Shanae, I think was her name. I can't remember, but it changes. It changes the composition of this when you add the flower onto it. So, yeah. Genre Parfum. Dr. sent me sent from somewhere. I wore it the whole week. Went back to buy it back up the site. Okay. Genre Parfums. Is that an indie house? Is that an indie house? Guys, I pulled up Chris Collins today. Y'all know Chris Collins is, I think he's in Neiman Marcus now. I think I saw Chris Collins in Neiman Marcus. Genre Parfums. So he's doing it. Yeah, I didn't Neiman Marcus or Saks. I know I was shopping last night. I didn't buy anything, window shopping. In the basket shopping. Oh, they're on Facebook. Swift Sense, Musings of a Fraghead, Blogspot. Okay, so it's an indie brand, I guess, huh? Oh, you want Coromandel too? Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The other one I want is the one by Dior, Oud Ispahan. But I may wait until next fall to purchase that, only because that's the best time to wear it. You know, it's not something you want to wear all year long based on what I'm hearing the notes are, and based on the little sample that I used. But the Armani Privé, the Blue Azuli is very pretty. I was hoping that doggone perfume was up here, but for some reason, it must have been at work. I had it on my computer at work. Whip Babes did a video 2 days ago, and that's where I saw it. She was talking about that perfume, and it has chocolate in it. And once she said chocolate, I clicked that bad boy and I put the name in. I just don't remember the name of the doggone perfume, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yes, it is an indie house. Okay. Yeah, I am like Maya Angie, or is it Naya? No, it's Maya Angie, and Jai, Chris Collins. I want to get another bottle from Maison de Darius. I actually want to send him, design my own bottle and send it to him. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. You are so sweet. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep. I tell you what, I had this like thing in my head. I had this bottle in my head. You know, you can buy bottles on Amazon, right? And then you can get it engraved, or you can take like a design or something and you can superimpose it on your bottle. I've seen people do their artwork like Chanel and all that kind of stuff on there. And I was thinking to do something like that in my head. I really, really, really was. And send it to him and say, hey, make my perfume and put it in this bottle. So then it's personalized, like my bottle, his fragrance. Does that make sense? He'll probably get offended. I might not do that. Oh, gosh. Oh gosh. Did a review of both samples. Whoa, 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 what did I miss? Hold on. Glasses, 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 glasses. I missed something. What did you do a review on? Let's see, Royalty Scents. Do you No, I didn't. I don't. I don't purchase from them. Okay. I don't. Yummy. How do you like Royalty Scents? Okay, you said okay, now I got it. Now I understand. She's making it rain. Maite and Amina. I'll be purchasing so much from the indie houses. Okay, yes. So I think I just started following Maite. I've been following Amina since I found Amina. And I actually really like the content, but sometimes the fragrances, my nose isn't as developed as theirs. And I want to say Maite is the one who likes really old fragrances, and I can't do that aldehyde, that strong old. I can't. So I have to be very careful. Be more, yeah. Baltimore. And fill at home in a bottle. So send a bottle so that you can fill at home a bottle that you like. Yeah, I think I could do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Something about these give you different color atomizers. These, yeah. Can get that on the low. Right. Right. Okay, so they have a decent selection of niche fragrances. Okay, that makes a lot of difference. Yeah, that makes sense, because then you can wear a 10 milliliter should last you, like, unless you wear heavy spray, or unless it's Lost Cherry. A 10 milliliter should last you a good deal of time, I think. I have, and I bought those decants are really inexpensive, right, on Amazon. So in my opinion, they're inexpensive. So when I think about when you fill up a decant, and if you're only spraying up, you could use up a decant maybe about 4 or 5 months if you spray heavy. But if they're really, really strong fragrances, it's gonna last you some time for decants. Okay. I'll think about it. Baltimore. Okay. Oh gosh, let me tell you how I know about Baltimore. Number one, I got an aunt that lives there. Number two, I used to watch The Wire back in the day. I was hooked on that show. You hear me? Hooked with a capital H. Okay. So, and then there was the Real Housewives of DC or something like that. So that's all. And then when I was stationed, this is a long time ago, I was stationed at Fort Bragg, and we used to drive up to that area to party back in the early 90s. Yeah. That's when they used to do, what's it called? It's not, is it house? The music was just different. Doing what's it, doing the butt, dun, 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 dun. That kind of, yeah, back then, because that's what soldiers used to do. We used to get in our car and drive to go to a party and then drive back. Not safe. Not safe at all. Oh gosh. Yeah, The Wire, man. That's how I got all to learn about all of these awesome actors. Their comedic skills is on point. They're just, even I think Ray was in that an episode, and then this rapper, I forgot her name. Snoop is what they call her. But yeah, I love that show. Oh, okay. I might give it a try. But before I do that, I have samples that I gotta work through first before I actually, I've been buying bottles because I love the way the bottles look, and I like having the fragrances. I do take the bottles with me everywhere, but I see the value in having the samples. first before you delve into spending all of that money, because easily all of us here, we know that our collection, even if it's just designer and no niche whatsoever, it's in the thousands. And you're not even a YouTuber and you have like an extravagant amount, right? So I think that at one point I watched a video and a large YouTuber was saying something, or she threw shade at another YouTuber who's also large, I think, and was saying that the person's doing videos without really the fragrance, right? And of course, the curiosity guy was like, "Who's she talking about?" You know, because I was just like, "Who's she talking about? Who's she talking?" But you know, it's kind of like trying not to be the mean kid, you know what I mean? Like the mean person or whatever. And so sometimes, like I said, holding myself accountable, sometimes you laugh at stuff and then you're like, wait a minute, if that was said about you, you wouldn't have liked that. You know, so I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that. And it's not being self-deprecating. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just, maybe it's my age. I don't know. Maybe it's my age, but I don't think it should be, you should be unnecessarily mean to people. You know, if somebody deserves being mean, yeah, you know, you whip them into shape and then you keep it moving. You want to go to lunch afterwards, you know, you snap them up and you're like, are you ready to go eat? And they're looking at you all crazy. I'm like, we already had an argument. That's over with. Let's go eat. I don't care about all of that. It's done. Oh, good. Go. Yes. Go. Yep. You said Ani was in. Yes. And so I wasn't like really buying all the hype about Ani. And then when you bought it, Nika, I was like, okay, she bought it. Ooh. And then you said how much you loved it and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I bought it in the thing, Dr. Rose. We all did it for, we donated fragrances for suicide awareness. And it's exciting. I got a cute little sample and I tried it and I was like, it's nice, but that's all. It's just kind of, it's nice. It's not a bad fragrance, but for me, I was just kind of, I was expecting more. I really, really was expecting more. And it's probably the same thing that people say about House of Sillage. Some people don't like Emerald Rain. I love Emerald Rain. Some people don't like Haute Bijou. Somebody said the other day on my video, Benevolent smell like soda. So I don't know, but you know, to everybody's nose, to each their own. And I think that Ani would, I would pay like $80 for Ani, $80, $90, you know, that I'm putting price points on fragrances and stuff like that now, because the bottle isn't exquisite. It's not a special type of crystal. The cover isn't a special type of cover. It might be a little weighty, but it's not coated in 24 karat gold or 18, whatever gold this is coated in. You know, I mean, it's not all of that. Although they could be lying and we wouldn't know, would they? But, you know, so I'm looking at all aspects of stuff and the creation of it, you know. Yeah, I'm just kind of taking heed because people mark stuff up, like, and then people hype it up and then they start increasing their prices and all of that. So a lot of that I'm checking out. And then one of a YouTuber, she's on here, but she does mostly lives and stuff, and she belongs to a group. They do crawls, right? Beauty crawls and stuff. Her name is Yoga with Mo. And they do a lot during this election period. They did a lot of grassroots type of stuff, like trying to get people to vote and doing videos and bringing awareness. And they talked about the Black Lives Movement, every single video, every time you jump from one person. That's what a crawl is. You jump from one person's channel to the next. And they did that like several weekends. Mo created and whatnot. And I was watching all of this stuff. So this is not new for me, like accountability. I was watching all of this stuff and watching how they were working, you know, doing this stuff. And then, I was just kind of like, you know, some of these folks haven't worked in a long time, like worked, you know, haven't gotten a paycheck worked, you know what I mean? And yet they're still doing this, bringing awareness. And so I just started, it's not guilty. I just kind of started like paying attention to be mindful about the purchases that I make. And that's kind of where I started putting a halt on things. I'm just not just buying just for buying sake anymore. I stopped that like a while ago, meaning like October, after I went, yeah, because before I bought these and stuff, I had texted Dr. Rose, and I didn't have Lulu's number, so Dr. Rose, I texted her to make sure that is something that I need to pick up and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, I think we're doing a good job at it as a group because we're sharing. Remember, we were talking about that. We're sharing with each other, and I love that too. I love this community, man. We're the best. We're the bestest. She would do reviews without fragrance. Yes, yes, she would. She still does. She still does some of her reviews that way. Yes, and Soki used to work at a perfume counter. I believe is what when she talks about her introduction. So she has some experience with some of the fragrances. So I don't know if she still does that. Let's see. Let's go eat. A real adult grown up. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, it's already done. There's no need to hold on to stuff. If I'm feeling a certain kind of way and I'm still holding on to stuff, then it's not done. And I would let the person know I'm still upset about it and I need a minute to get over it or whatever the case is. But while you're at there, can you pick me up a Whataburger with cheese, put some pickles on top of it, some jalapeno peppers on top of it, and I would like a Sprite light ice, please. You might have spit in my food, right? Oh, it's just okay to my nose. I love Guess It Up to know it, and it smells like Mon Guerlain, but better. Okay, I have not smelled any Guess fragrances. Yes, absolutely 100% yes, with the exception of 2 fragrances, Love in Black and Love in White. Those 2 fragrances are my first Creed fragrances and my only Creed fragrances that I actually purchased full price, owned, and love and repurchased and got as gifts and stuff like that for my hubby when we were dating. But yeah, I really like those 2 fragrances and they last a long time on my skin. Those are the only 2 out of the Creed line, I would say. And then there's one in a pink bottle, but I never bought it because it made my nose tickle every time I sprayed it. So I figured there was something in that fragrance that wasn't agreeing with me. Yep. Okay. Trying them at the store. Yes. 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 So Soki is, I know she worked in the industry. Okay. And when you work, and Kia, you worked in makeup, so when you work in the, oh, wait a minute, did Wendy say goodnight? Okay. All right. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Mwah. Bye, Wendy. Yeah, you worked in the industry. If you work in makeup or that type of perfumes and stuff, you know that you guys get training prior to, even here at the local PX, they give training to folks for Bobbi Brown and MAC and all Lancome. They get training and they get retrained and stuff like that when the new stuff comes out. So the fragrances, especially if it's a niche fragrance where they're fragrant big stores like Neiman Marcus and Bergdorf and Harrods and Selfridges and stuff like that, if those guys are working the counter, they don't just slap somebody from the lingerie department into the perfume center. They don't do that. You got training that you got to do. And then there are questions that are being asked. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you have to test. I know in Colleen at the MAC store, they had like this book with a face on it. And the manager, he used to have them, like they were coloring and stuff like that. They were testing too. And they were coloring and stuff when there was downtime, not many customers in this. So I've actually seen that. Same thing with Lancome. I've seen them like going through, and the ladies would be going through the lipsticks and learning the different formulas and stuff like that, even after, especially if it's when the Juicy Tubes came out and stuff like that. So it's not as simple as, oh, you got a job and they put you at behind the counter at Belk's or at Dillard's to work at perfumes or whatever the case is. The stores are dying right now because of the internet. They really are. So they're putting much more effort into customer appreciation and sales associate. A sales associate or a what do you call them? Like the customer service rep or whatever, the person that you call all the time. I just call my buyer, and I don't even know if she works there at Neiman Marcus anymore because I texted her a couple of times. And so you don't even know if people, when you move away, people die, people move, all sorts of stuff happen, right? So I know that you guys get training, especially makeup department like Chanel and stuff like that. So when I walked into Neiman Marcus and I was asking about Maison Lancome line and they didn't really know about it, I knew that person wasn't working that counter. She was just placed behind that counter. She knew a lot about the Laura Mercier, which is in the back, right? This is in Austin, but she didn't know about the Lancome, the Maison line, and the different, because I was asking about that. So that's kind of, but as a customer, I have to remember that sometimes it's people's first day on a job, second day on a job. It could be their first, their 21st, their 201st. They could just be having a bad off day. So as a customer, I have to remember that when they get attitude, and sometimes simply just saying, is everything okay? Well, what do you think I should get? I trust your opinion. Those words mean a lot to somebody who just met you and who might have gotten chewed out by their boss 5 minutes ago. And the customer being appreciative of what they have to offer, it's very different. So yeah. Holy mackerel. Okay, you want it. Okay. Yes, let's start. Okay. See, it's nice when it comes with a cheap plastic cap and metal instead. Right. Yeah. I think that perfumers like Tiziana Terenzi, who said it? Somebody said it the other night, where they said that Tiziana Terenzi is, another reviewer said it, and it's true. I've heard several reviewers say it, where they said that Tiziana Terenzi makes fragrances that smell like other fragrances, but better. He uses better ingredients, and then their packaging. Paolo and Tiziana, their packaging is absolutely divine. So that's where you're paying for. Not just that, but the juice is really good inside versus the only thing I don't like, and I understand that, the bottle would be heavier and stuff like that, but maybe if it was just slightly weightier, it didn't have to be crystal, but a heavier acrylic per se, just a slightly heavier acrylic would have been nicer and it's a beautiful bottle, but when you take that cap off and it feels really light on Killian's share for $200, $195 plus taxes, 200 and it depends on where you live, right? So like maybe between 210, 220 something dollars. So that's kind of my thought process on that. Yes, and yes, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so I was saying, I think I said it, where when I see other YouTubers and stuff who haven't worked and whatnot, so that's one of the things that I making good purchases, mindful purchases. And it would be nice seeing that a lot of the big YouTubers get stuff for free and the smaller YouTubers don't. We pay for their stuff. It doesn't matter where we buy it, we're still paying for it. Whether we paid the full $500, $600, $700, $800, or whether we got it on discount, right? It's still $500. Like the Atlantide, that's $535 or $545 on the discount site, and then the taxes. Okay, so that's still a lot of money, right? So think about that, right? So if they reach out to smaller YouTubers, even if they send the testers, because this was a tester, even if they send a tester and stuff like that, or even makeup brands, the indie ones sending stuff to the folks that are supporting them and spending their paycheck on them, the last bit of money, their stimulus check. I'm just saying, it would be nice to see that shift. That would be really, really good. I would like to see that in the community. I think for this year, I would like to see more of that. I think House of Sillage is looking to do something like that. They made a change. If you haven't noticed on their site, they made a change. They have a dark brown skin female, my complexion, on there. But they don't have a female with natural hair on there. And they don't have a man that doesn't look effeminate on there. So all the men look effeminate. So if I tell somebody, go pick something out, or I send someone who, not saying they have anything, but hey, go look at this fragrance or whatever the case is. And they're like, people have actually said this, I don't want to look like him. People have said that. I was like, well, what do you mean? And then they say what they say, right? So you got to think about that. You have to cater to a large audience, right? So yeah. And then there's, what's that brand? It's an indie brand. I think it's called Menagerie Makeup. They have some good stuff. And then somebody did makeup with Mel Thompson. Mel is huge, right? And she does excellent makeup. But you have folk like Fiz. It's her name is Fazy. I think that I'm pronouncing it right. She's on Instagram and she does some really cool looks. Like they did like a challenge, all yellow, all pink, like the colors of the rainbow and stuff like that. All yellow, all pink. And her Hawthorne, he does a lip, like he out overlines his lip, right? So having companies, I mean, if you're paying, just doing stuff like that in these times, I think that would be such a great movement to see happen this year. For companies to show the people that are showing them love to show it back. Does that make sense what I'm saying, or am I asking for too much? Yes, me too. I love the bottles. I love, love, love the bottles. Yep. The black and gold ones are nice. And then he also has one that looks like Ducati. I call them Ducati wheels, but actually it's just these with black. It's matted out. Like, bikes and cars. I think about 2 years ago, everybody was buying cars. I don't do rims and stuff because it's expensive. But it was blacked out, and he has a line that's like that as well. And then there is a limited edition line from 2019. I think it's X1X. I think, and the bottle is square, not the one with the starfish on it. It's just square. So he's got a lot of nice stuff. And I watched, oh gosh, his name is Steven, I think. He wears a ball cap when he interviews. He's very soft and very just relaxed and chill. And he did an interview with Paolo and Tiziana. They were on the boat, right? And I want to say this interview was almost it was last year it was the year before when they were launching Holly Bob and Temple. And to watch Paolo, I get a kick out of that. I love seeing intellect and people talk about artists and stuff when they talk about this stuff. I don't know why. I just love that. And his sister was talking about what some of the fragrances mean to her and them. And then he's talking, and then she gets up. They're on a boat, mind you, right, on the yacht. And she gets up and she picks up this box and she opens the box and she's like, yeah. And it's like this and stuff. And he's talking and she's like showing and stuff. And both of them are equal partners and whatnot. But to see how they work together, as brother and sister, that was like really, really, really cool. But to hear the interviewer talking to them and mentioning, hey, this is what I smell on this note. And then he explains it like sand. Nobody puts sand in a bloody perfume. And then he explains why, and where that sand is, and his grandmother. And oh yeah, I sat when I wasn't sleeping, so I might as well watch, right? So I sat down there and I watched those videos. I watched like 2 or 3 of those videos. And then Brooklyn Fragrance, I think, also did an interview with him. But nobody did good with Paolo Terenzi. This guy, I never remember his name, but he's a popular YouTuber, and he does like very niche, and he does everything under the sun. But yeah, man, I really enjoy watching those videos. That ain't me though. I read off the notes because I'm not at that level. No, he said he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. I don't think he would have. Yeah, they do. They do. They do. Well, that's so I remember going in to smell Parfums de Mali, and it was only $200 and something, and my husband was like, not just no, but hell to the no. But I got a sample. The sales associate gave me a sample, and then I went home, and my mom was like, it don't smell, so that's why I didn't buy it. Yep. And then there's another place called Visitor. Someone in the biz, they don't check, and you get a nice little discount. Oh, registered visitor, someone in the business, they don't check, and you can get a nice. Okay, thank you, thank you. Well, you do have a pretty bottle. Yep. So what Lesta's saying, you can register. Like Kia, you're a professional artist, and I know that I think Nisha might be a professional makeup artist too. I'm not sure because she does her makeup really good too. But yeah, you know, with this, when I do my makeup, guys, I did the first drawer yesterday. Guys, I kind of sort of, yeah, so I taped on my camera and the entire, yeah. But I'm still gonna try and post it. I'm trying to mush it together and post it. And I cleaned out my top drawer, so I might actually redo it. But I cleaned up my top drawer, and I have all of these foundations and stuff like that, all of them open with the exception of the Chantecaille, and I have four backups. Four backups of Sicily. Why? Why? I know why, because it was 50% off and I got an additional 20% off. That's why. Okay. So I have four Sicily's, and I don't have a Givenchy backup, but I have a Fenty backup. I have a Dior backup foundations, you know, that I haven't opened. And so I'm looking at this drawer and I was like, okay, so I have to wear foundation to work every day. I ain't putting on no makeup. Every day I'm putting makeup on my face. You hear me? So I can use up my stuff. But after I was done with the drawer, it reminded me why I love makeup so much, because it was so pretty. This is my top drawer in my bathroom that everything is just sitting right there. But I looked at it and I was like, okay, this is nice. It's functional. My eyebrows, I do that first. So this is here, this is here, this is here. And so I was really happy with that project. And then I'm moving on to the next thing. So things like eyeshadow palettes that I will not ever use, like the Hudas that I barely use. You know, I have a lot, not all of Pat McGrath big palettes, like I said. I don't need to buy any more makeup. I really, really don't, you know, and those videos don't get a lot of views on my channel at all. They might get maybe 100, maybe. You guys watch them, but most people don't. So I try to do views, or I try to do looks for us that are easier to do, but people come in, they see it, and then they don't subscribe or whatever. So you know how the algorithm works and stuff. I ain't figured it out yet. But yeah, I am just kind of, you know, with the meteorites. Yep. What? For real? I wonder if it was a fake Paolo who answered me. I did not know that. Well, I posted the other day, and right after I posted, I had finished the video that we did with Ruth's Gifted Hands, the Ruthless Fragrances, and I tagged, I said it's going to be coming up at 12 o'clock today, blah, 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 and I tagged him. I hope it was him. That would have been mean because I was really high from that. I was like, ooh, he answered. Yeah, fake problems with fake products and fake IG pages as well. So if it's fake products, does that mean that the discounters Terenzi fragrances are fake? So I need to know that so that I don't purchase those products, because then that would be a problem, considering there's another YouTuber on here. She said that the only authorized distributor for Tiziana Terenzi's fragrances are So Avant-Garde via the fragrance group. But if that was the case, then how come Neiman's has them, Saks? You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense if they're the only authorized online, when Neiman's and stuff, you could buy it online from them. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yes, Sebastian. Yes, Joanne, you are on it, my dear. You are on it. Yes. Sebastian, he's just so damn calm, man, and he knows his stuff, you know. I think that I could, if he was to teach a class or something, he would be a very good, like a professor or student, you know. Same thing with Amina. I call Amina Professor Amina. I don't know if she told y'all yet, but yeah, that's my nickname for Amina, Professor Amina, like Professor X, Professor A. Because it's just like the way she describes fragrances and the composition and stuff. I don't always get it, because a lot of those fragrances, you know, I don't get that vibe from them. But she got me now wanting Francesca Bianchi, right? But when I looked at Francesca Bianchi stuff, her bottles weren't, you know, like it's like a car. You pay a lot of money for a car. When you get in the car better look nice, right? So yes, I am referring to Sebastian. Thank you, Joanne. Yes. So yeah. So this is what normally happens. Every summer, my family comes up from Trinidad and they're in Miami. So my aunties and they. And so normally when I buy makeup and stuff, I would buy backups and then I would either take some, if it's around Christmas, I would ship the box down to Miami and then they would have, that would be presents and stuff. Or I would just ship the box. If it this summer they come up, I would ship. You see my accent come out there when I'm talking about my family, right? So then I would ship stuff so that they would, so they don't have to worry about buying stuff because then it's already like Mac and you know, because they ain't got that stuff in Trinidad. I mean, they have Mac in Trinidad, but they have to pay a lot more for it. So that's what I would do. So before COVID hit, you know, in my head, I was thinking, I've never experienced a pandemic. So in my head, I was like, okay, like the flu season. You know what I mean? You get it and then it goes away. Nah, no. Rona was like, nah, I'm here, guys. I'm here to stay. Rona is like them people who occupy your house, right? You have an abandoned building or something that occupy it, or they come in your house and you can't put them out. That's what Rona is. Yes. Yes, I have lots of foundation. I have lots of makeup. I love makeup. I love playing in makeup. Oh, hi Mark. I missed you coming in. I'm sorry. Hi. So your local Neiman's took over Barney's Terenzi stock. Are they gonna go on sale? That would be awesome. But they have them at full price. I looked last night. As a matter of fact, it's still up. It's the bridge in San Francisco. Yeah, so I did not know he was in San Francisco. I should have known. I think he did say something about the Bay Area. Yeah. Good night, my love. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I think that yeah, he's really, really nice. I think he's somebody I would like to meet. I think like popular people, right? Of course you guys, right? Because that would be a really awesome if we had like a big huge fragrance, like you know, like when you go to you know, like a reunion, like you know, like a high school reunion. We could call it the Fried Come reunion. Oh gosh. Where you do like a little bit of awards and stuff, you know, a little bit of awards, nothing fancy, you know, the best, I would say, like if I was to do an award show or something, Tara just did one the other day, I would say the best fragrance reviewer on Instagram would be hands down Mr. Cologne 76. Okay. I would say the best male reviewer, hands down, would be Sebastian, because when he's reviewing fragrances, it makes it easy for me to make a decision, right? And that's what people are looking for, decisions, so that they can relate to it. I don't know if I do that. I'm not very helpful. I cause you to buy more than anything else instead of making a decision to buy something other than the other. Excuse me. And then also, I'd say AI the Great has the nice, no, she don't have the nice, does she have the nicest closet? I think she has a nice, no, it's a tie-up between her and Lisa from DDGLA Diva. Those two have really gorgeous closets, right? And yeah, I would say designer clothes is AI because she has everything designer. Oh, wait a minute. Cassandra's setup is nice too, though. Okay, we would have a four-way tie. Cassandra, Dr. Rose, AI the Great. Well, AI, Dr. Rose is not in her closet, but so she can't be in this. So it's Cassandra. Cassandra's not, that's not her closet. Look, I'm getting all kind of confused. So closet is just those two that I see and I'm like, oh, you know, I really like that. And then there's a girl called High Low Lux. She does like design. She just bought a house and stuff, and she turned one into the room into a closet, and she was doing coats. It's not cold enough here for like heavy coats all the time and stuff, but you know, I just love watching channels and other influencers and stuff like that. What I don't like, and it could be because they're not managing their own channel, to be quite honest with you. I'm learning that people don't really manage their own channel. So I need to get me a manager so I can feel bougie, because that's the bougie part. You find a manager to manage your channel and then you're bougie. I need a manager. But no, but if you, you know, where you don't respond, where people don't respond, because a lot of times folks are actually asking you questions or they're saying something and they need to be acknowledged. And I think that's very important. But if you are if you got millions and millions of subscribers, you're probably not sitting there answering everybody, so that somebody has to answer for you, you know, kind of like somebody wrote somebody's speech today. But you know, fragrance meetup. Yep, FradCom meetup. Yes, yes, I do too. Okay. Yes, he makes perfumes and candles, and he also makes lotions. Yep. All right, guys. Yeah, it is time for us to wrap this up. I just noticed what time it was. We went a whole hour past where we were supposed to go. Okay. So, guys, thanks very much for joining me. I really appreciate y'all for sticking with me for this tag. I did not expect it to go this long, but I don't know how to edit these live videos, to be quite honest with you. So what I'll do is probably put timestamps where we talked about the fragrances, and then that way, whomever, if they don't want to watch the whole 2 hours, they can just stop it where we stop talking about fragrances. But I really appreciate you guys supporting me. A lot of you are, you know, near and dear to my heart. In fact, all of you are. So, you know, it just feels good because these past couple of days have been a little rough, and for all of us, and we're making it through because of all of these wonderful smellies. Yep, these smellies make us feel good. And I really enjoyed. Kia, thank you very, 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 very much for including me on your tag about dents that I made in my collection. Makes me happy to see that I'm actually using my stuff up. I think it's a fun tag. And of course, I don't know if you tagged Dr. Rose yet, but I'm going to tag her. I'm going to tag Shiracy Lewis if she ever watches my video. I don't think she watches. And she probably does. I'm just joking. And of course, I'm going to tag there's a young lady named Queen Cans. I've only seen her on Instagram, and I think I watched a couple of her videos. Don't know if she watches, you know, small channels like mine. So I'll tag her. I'm going to tag you, Nika, because I don't think you get tagged yet. I'm tagging you, okay? And of course, I have to tag. Well, is Jay Holloway tagged yet? I'm tagging him. All right, guys, have a good evening. I would love to see you guys come out for my next video. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow night. If it's not going to be my last group of, it's going to be these fragrances right here, which is by the House of Sillage. If not, it's going to be with Dr. Rose, unless I take a break. And I will let you know. I will try and let you know a lot earlier, okay? So thank you very much. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.